Would you like to come to visit San Luis Obispo? Would you like to drink wine in wine country? Would you like to be with other Spanish speakers? Well, this is your golden opportunity to attend a program that's been generated from ISSE in Lake Tahoe, where we have intensive language courses. And my company, LearnSpanishFastHoy.com, is a business where I give intensive language classes to students who come from all over California just to have fun and to increase their language proficiency. And I invite you to come and take a class in a new method that's based on storytelling, just like you learned your primary language. And it's a wonderful opportunity to grow in your Spanish speaking ability. After 26 years of teaching Spanish, at the end of the year, my students were basically able to produce rote-learned sentences. And it just wasn't conversation. And I felt that my life work needed to be worth more. I was a teacher that was at the precipice of retirement, and yet I was so rejuvenated and renovated by the new methodology because my students for the first time could actually speak Spanish, and they could converse with me on a very conversational level, even at the lowest levels of Spanish. The upper levels, they increased their fluency and they became really superior speakers. And I can't say enough good about this methodology and how it's renovated me and changed my life and that of my students for the better. The methodology for instruction is called TPRS, and TPRS stands for Teaching Language Proficiency through Reading and Storytelling. And the method basically is you learn through natural whole language, wherein we go for comprehension and we go for repetition. When students hear the language in context over and over, they begin to then acquire it effortlessly. So it really doesn't take a lot of energy compared to perhaps, say, a grammar instruction.
During this week, you will be able to use target vocabulary as well as general vocabulary to retell the stories that I'm about to tell. You will be able to recognize and use vocabulary in the present, the preterite, and the imperfect tense. You will be able to write correctly 75 to 100 words in 10 to 15 minutes of uninterrupted writing time. And you will be able to understand and read in the target language. I know. Isn't that awesome? I know, it's awesome. I'll use two techniques in teaching. The first one is TPR. TPR stands for Total Physical Response. I say se levanta, go like this, and you all get up out of your chair. The other one is called TPRS, not related to TPR, and it's Teaching Language Proficiency through Reading and Storytelling. And so I teach differently than any teacher you probably ever had. I teach a friendly right brain method, which is always nice for those of us who are right brain. And so I teach through meaning and comprehension and repetition. So you're going to hear a lot of Spanish. And it's going to sound right, just like it did when you learned your first language. And you'll know in your head, oh, what I'm thinking of is, it sounds wrong. I don't want to say that. Just like you do self-corrections in English, you will be able to do that very same thing in Spanish. So we'll start today with some TPR, getting ourselves acquainted, and then you'll practice listening comprehension. Truthfully, and I'm just going to tell it like it is, I teach a multi-level class. So no matter where you're at, you will get what you get at your level. Some of you will be up here, and some of you will be down here. But primarily, when I speak, I want to see between 70 and 80% comprehension. Profe Linda. Dice, hola, Profe Linda.
Hola, Profe Linda.
Muy bien, muy bien. Yo me llamo Profe Linda. No me llamo Angelina Jolie. Qué lástima. Yeah, yo me llamo Linda. Linda Bernhardt o Linda Ward. Es igual, porque estoy casada. Sí, Linda Ward. Yeah, Linda Ward. Yeah, Linda Ward. So me llamo, ¿cómo me llamo? Clase, ¿cómo me llamo? Profe Linda. Correcto. ¿Cómo? Profe Linda. Me llamo Profe Linda. Yo soy profesora, ¿eh? Sí, yo soy profesora de español.
Yo no soy profesora.
No, es corto. Es profesora, es mucho.
Sí.
Profe. Está. Y el baño. Sí. ¿Dónde está el baño?
No sé.
Ustedes son adultos, ¿eh? No necesitas levantar la mano. ¡Profe! ¡Tengo un problema! ¡Necesito ir al baño! No, ustedes son adultos. Si esta clase empieza a las 8 en punto. No tardes, ¿eh?
Sí.
No tardes en mi clase. Solo a las 8 aquí. Muy
Sí.
bien. Hay un descanso. Preguntas. ¿Cómo me llamo?
Profe Linda.
¿Cuál clase es?
Clase de español.
¿Cuál nivel de español es?
Intermedio.
¿Y la placa no es importante o sí es importante?
Sí, es importante.
Correcto. ¿Y los materiales son necesarios? Sí.
Necesarios.
Sí. ¿Y el baño está lejos o está cerca?
Cerca.
¿Necesitan levantar la mano?
No.
No es necesario. ¿Y la clase empieza a las 8:05?
No.
¿Cuándo empieza la clase?
A las 8.
En punto. Now, I want you to turn to your partner and give them the rundown in English, what I said in Spanish. On your market type, go. ¡Profesional! Y tengo una pregunta, Cristina. So, ¿tú sabes cómo bailar? ¿Sí? ¿Tú sabes cómo bailar el pollo? Sí. Yes. Baila el pollo para nosotros.
Música también, ok. Na 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 na.
Muy bien. Y clase se levanta, por favor. Muy bien, maestra. Enseñe la clase cómo bailar el pollo.
En clases, como solamente necesito hacer la música. ¿Ellos van a copiarme?
Sí,
Ok.
claro.
Primero, na 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 na. Segundo, na 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 na. Tercero, na 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 na. Cuarto,
Más rápido.
ok.
Clase.
Na 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 na.
Otra vez más.
Na 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 na.
Ana, la pobre Ana de este cuento, tiene muchos problemas en su vida. Vive en una casa con sus padres. Tiene